What's the difference? What's the difference between being fake, if I may use that word, and being real?
Okay. Yeah, and the word authentic gets thrown around a lot, and I don't mean. I used to feel this way, but Bob Dylan loosened me up on this idea a little bit. I do think it was all about get to be your only one and only true self. Yeah. That's it. Everything else is fake. And then you hear Bob go, well, I mean, we are what we create ourselves to be. We are our own creations. Which I'm like, yes. Yes, we are. Thank you, Bobby. What I'm all for bullshitting and bullshitting. I'm not as big a fan of the liars and lying.
What's the distinction? You're talking about the art form or bullshitting?
A liar's faking it, but not admitting to themselves that, it's a fucking creation. I'm faking it. A liar, I'm lying to your face right now, and I don't give you that hair of a wink out of my right eye that lets you know, hey, go with me here.
Yeah.
I think there's value in the bullshitting. Yeah. Now, the lying becomes troublesome because, one, I've duped you, and I didn't let you know. Come on, I was telling the story about catching the fish. The fish always gets bigger every year we tell a story. Come on, go with it.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
But the lying, all of a sudden, I don't know my own. I don't know when I'm emanating something and creating something, telling the truth, being authentic, or lying. And all of a sudden I'm leaving crumbs with myself. That constitution gets blurry.
Lying to yourself and to others.
Yeah, well, you lie to others enough, you start to lie to yourself and you don't even know it. And that, I believe, is dangerous territory. That's why I'm trying to push this admit, because that goes, I'm trying to come in at a kindergarten level. Because we immediately jump to, well, I'm going to judge that. Boom, that's bad. That's wrong. No. Hold back on that. Let's go back to base level. Let's just admit that we all fucking do it. Lies we tell others, lies we tell ourselves, lies we believe for convenience sake. I do it. I'm guilty of it. I try to catch myself on it. If I can call it and go, you're believing that lie out of convenience. I'm like, I know. And then I have to, whether I'm saying that in the mirror or writing it down or sharing with a friend, And I go, okay, well, now I've inherently become a bullshitter then because I admitted it. That I can shake hands with. That's the little slight wink to ourselves and someone else goes, come on, it's a better story this way.
In the course road trip, you start with step 1, admit. How do you do that? How do you kind of step back and
do that inventory?
Yeah. Is there a trick to that?
Oh, if there's a trick to it, I think it's just about courage of having because I don't think any of us like to admit our lies or look deep enough in to go, I've relied so much on that lie that it's become my reality.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be so puritanical as to say, again, that's why I say admit instead of judge. But I don't want to be so puritanical as to go and admit it and get rid of it. No, I'm just saying admit it. Just bring it to the surface. I'm saying this and I'm doing something different. I preach this, but my actions, just admit it. Just admit those. Just admit them. And I think that's the first step to where we begin to either forgive ourselves and give ourselves some amnesty and go, yeah, I'm a human. Trying to make it through life as best I can. I'm going to let myself slide on that one. Okay? And maybe I've been getting away with it for so long. Whole family, my whole network works well on it, okay? Forget this, get to the base of the truth of the matter. But just admit it. And then it will also help us. It'll be easier to then expose to ourselves which ones we go, no, I'm not letting myself slide on that one anymore. That is actually a lie I've been believing that's been keeping me from getting more of what I want in life. That's actually a lie I've been living that I haven't admitted that is not allowing me to enjoy life as much as I damn well should be, deserve to be, or I've earned to be, or just sort of let myself. Dude, man, I had it's not all the hard stuff. Sometimes it can be a fun thing. I'm talking about how many times we major in our minors. Let's admit where we sit there and we go, all right, I give myself a 12-hour workday, but I notice I'm spending 8 on my hobbies and 4 on my career. Well, I'm majoring in my minors. Well, let me admit that. There's the math. Why don't we invert that? How about 4 hours on my hobbies and 8 on my career? First off, just admitting it allows me to go, well, now I can do the math or rearrange the math by time of day. But I just found a hobby, tennis. First hobby I've had in 25 years. I had to admit that I went to play tennis, started to love it for the first month. I started feeling guilty. I was like, I'm happy. Is it okay to have this much fun? I'm having so much fun. And I'm getting a great workout. And I had to admit, I was like, yes, it's okay. Congratulations, but you found something that you're finding quite pleasurable for straight pleasure. You don't have to forget all this other stuff but I'm also getting a workout. Well, yeah, you're getting that too, but you don't have to excuse the pleasure based on, but it's good for you. And damn it, the real reason you love it is because you're having so much damn fun at it. I had to admit that to let myself go, damn right, I'm going to play tennis again today or tomorrow. It was a simple fun thing. So it's not always about the hardcore stuff that we have to go, this is a deep, dark lie that I've been living by, and it's having me live falsely, and it's having harmful consequences on my loved ones. Some of those will probably arise when we admit. I think it's just having a look around and it's just saying. And when we admit it, then we go, when we admit a lie, then we become something much more valuable. A bullshitter. Yeah.
You had the little wink in your eye. I love the distinction.
I'm bullshitting myself on that thing. Yep. I'm lying. Therefore, if I call it a lie, I'm admitting a lie. Yep. Well, now, I'm bullshitting. Yep. That's just out. Didn't judge it. But now I'm bullshitting. That, I think we can work with.
Well, you're an interesting case study because you're one of the most famous, one of the most charismatic, successful humans in the world. There's millions of people love you, hang on every one of your words. That's a hard place to be. How do you call yourself? How do you admit that you've been living a lie? How do you admit yourself in big ways and small ways on lies at this point, given how many people love you, how famous you are?
10 years ago. I don't know. I don't know. Someone was talking about they really admire this so-and-so person because they're not someone who looks in the mirror. And I was like, yeah. And all of a sudden I was like, I gotta catch myself looking in the mirror a lot. And then I go in and I, look at my wife's side of her bathroom, how many different creams and stuff she has out there. I look at my side, I got a lot more on my side. I'm like, I notice how if I'm out in public working out, maybe doing push-ups, maybe I do a few more. If it's a group of people walking by that maybe I'd like to impress, then I do a few more than I'd do if I was on my own. I'm like, you are vain, McConaughey.
Yeah.
And the knee jerk is, vanity bad. And all of a sudden I was like, all of a sudden I became a bullshitter. Once I admitted I'm vain, I was like, well, bravo, vanity.
Yeah.
Let's go, vanity. Instead of putting it in the cupboard, in the lie section, I'm vain, because that's a debit. No. Admit it. And then go, what's the value in it? Well, I can look at, I actually got in better shape because of my vanity. Actually, I eat better, and I have more energy. You know, and that led to being a better husband, better dad, doing something with my kids when I'd rather be over there writing this work I'm working on. But I know that tomorrow, when they leave town, they're going to remember this time that we had together. That's a selfish act to go spend that time with my kids, even though I'd rather not be doing it at that time. I'd rather be doing something for myself. Because when they leave tomorrow, they'll have this great memory that they spent with their dad right before they went. That I could call that vanity. I could group that and say that's very vain of you. That was for self. Yeah, because it was also for something and someone that I cared about.
Are there people in your life that call you on your bullshit in the bad sense of the word bullshit?
Yeah. Sometimes it's either, I got a pretty thick threshold for how far I can go with my bullshit. Like what tickles me might bruise others. Go watch it.
That's a good line. Yeah. Tickles me, might bruise others.
But I go back and talk about the bullshit. That's over there with those mystical successes. It's no, go with it. Mm-hmm. Don't pull a parachute yet. Let's see how far we can go. Let's see how hot it can get. Let's try it one more time. Yeah. Yes, 2 more, please.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of great pleasure and stories and successes will come from. Those are mystical. They don't add up. It's like, we're not talking about reason right now. We're not talking logic. Just go with this. Let's talk about the virtual and making it real.
The old line of fake it till you make it. I mean, what is that? There's something to that.
There's definitely something to it. But I would, where people will go fake it, as I would go back to Dylan's and create it. Yeah. Recreate it. Create and recreate it. Till it becomes, till you make it. So I'll have people call them on bullshit, and a lot of times they're right. I think when I handle it the most healthy way is I admit yes, and I'm aware. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to keep going.
So you're not like resisting it, denying it.
Oh, I will. I will, and I have to watch that. Where I'm like, no, I'm not. That's not what I'm doing. And usually when it's coming from people that are going, no, you are. I won't admit it. And then that's where I'm telling a lie. And that'll come up, get me later, and I'll go, I didn't see it. I didn't see I was doing that. I was either unaware or wouldn't let myself be aware. I was denying that I was doing that.
Would you say that's ego? Has ego been bad or good for you?
Gosh, I think it's been, I'm so thankful for ego. Does it get off the bridle for me sometimes and run loose and run places and where it's not of service to others, and has it hurt loved ones and even strangers? Yes. But I also, when my ego is really strong, it's in sync with serving. It's in sync with where I serve myself. Also serves others. It's those two are part and parcel. They're intertwined, and that's the capital E ego that I think and hope we all need more of. And that's what I mean when I talk about selfish. That redefining that, the real true meaning of that is not doing something for self at expense of your neighbor or harming others. It's for personal profit and pleasure that also is profit and pleasure for, in a utilitarian sense, more of others. And there's again, back to the paradox. I think there's a place, I know there's a place, I believe there's a place where those are in sync. And when my ego's healthy, I'm able to say I'm sorry, Sammy, or a lie, or a misdemeanor, or harm somebody. I'm able to be more empathetic because I got the confidence to be so. I'm able to be more humble, but still have my chin high, and my heart high, and look in the eye and go, yep, my bad, bogey, guilty. I shanked that one out of bounds, man.
That's beautifully put. So ego can be constructive, not destructive.